tall, could've used a few pounds. Tight pants points, all renowned. She was a black-haired beauty with big dark eyes, and points all her own, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy. Out in the back seat of my '60 Chevy, working on mysteries without any clues, working on our night moves, trying to make some front page driving news, working on our night moves. In the summertime, sweet summertime. We weren't in love, oh no, far from it. We weren't searching for some pie in the sky song. We were just young and restless and bored, living by the sword. And we steal away every chance we could, to the back room, to the alley, or the trusty woods. I used her, she used me, but neither one cared. We were getting our share, working on our night moves, trying to lose the awkward teenage blues, working on our night moves. And it was summertime. Sweet summertime, summertime. Oh, the wonder. We felt the lightning. Yeah, we waited on the thunder. Waited on the thunder. I woke last night to the sound of thunder. How far off I sat and wondered. Started humming a song from 1962. And it's funny how the night moves when you just don't seem to have as much to lose. Strange how the night moves with autumn closing in. Night moves. Night moves. Night moves. Yeah. Night moves. Then we mixed it with the Spaniards in the middle of the bed. We hired our buns on the pretty girls that girls are coming. There wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. We hired some more and then we got it running on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Fired our guns, so the pretty girls are coming. There wasn't quite as many as there was a while ago. We hired some more and then we got it running on down.
You're on mute, Rob. Well, I gather Rob's on mute and he can't be heard. No, you're all right now. No?
Hello, Dave.
Good day, Louis. How are you? Who's the new girl behind you?
We can hear each other. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I forgot I had one thing mixed up there. Welcome into Tunes Brothers. Rob never sounded better. Thank you, Don Music. That was awesome. I'm getting a text. I don't think it's Darren, so I don't know where he's at. Welcome into Tunes Brothers. Down under Dave, Louie, everybody's favorite grumpy man. What do we got going tonight, Dave?
We've got the Warning at Pink Pop 2025. Now, I know when I first mentioned this one, you were a bit funny about Pink Pop 25. But I looked up some information. And it's actually the longest running yearly festival in the world. So it's in the Netherlands. It's on the Pentecost weekend, which is called Pinksteren in Dutch, hence why it's called Pink Pop. So nothing to do with the singer. I think they usually have about 100,000 people there. We've had some big acts over the years. There were some pretty big names there this year as well. Obviously our girls, Muse, Korn, Weezer were there. The Anal Sniffers, or Emil and the Sniffers, as I think they're called. But
What'd you call them?
the Anal Sniffers. Yeah. It's the first time it ever popped up on my screen. I briefly saw it and I thought, did that say Anal Sniffers? I thought, what a great name. But apparently it's Emil and the Sniffers. Cypress Hill, Kaiser Chiefs. Yeah, so.
Wow. All right. Louie, is that your same girlfriend or is this a different portrait?
Same girl.
Same girl. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to be putting up pictures of her for a while.
Her
Good.
other clothes got pretty dirty.
Yeah.
So have you listened? Have you listened to this, Louie?
I have not heard a single thing.
Me either.
But I haven't watched anything warning lately as far as new stuff goes or whatever. So here it is.
All right.
What I did, where is it? I did have something I wanted to put up. My screen looks completely different now, by the way, Rob.
What do you mean?
I've got options everywhere now.
Yes, that's part of being. That's one of the perks of being in the upper office.
I put it on. I went, whoa, what's going on here? What's happening?
So,
All right.
I got a promotion, Rob, Lou.
oh,
Yes.
what do you do now?
I can do what Rob does now.
Oh, God. You pretty much already can, except start the podcast.
I can do that now.
Oh, you don't even need Rob. You're in charge. Okay.
No. Rob's in charge.
No, I mean, you can send out the thing to us to a link, right? That we now do on your show.
I could do anything I want, but Rob's in charge. I'm only here if something goes wrong and he needs me to do it.
Are there any songs that are any point that there's one song goes into another so Rob knows ahead of time?
I got no idea. I haven't seen it.
Oh, you haven't
Oh.
watched it either? Okay.
Wow.
No.
So
Well,
we
there's no
don't
point in me
know
watching it if I'm
anything.
going to react to it. I saw it came up. I saw about 30 seconds of a clip, and I thought, all right, it's been professionally filmed, which is great. So it's not fan cam; it's proper film.
What's up, Tommy?
There you go, Tommy. Is
Eddie?
that
Okay.
better or Van Halen?
Maybe it's the Iron Maiden skeleton dude.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I feel a little bit off, but we'll get it picked up here.
What's
what's
why
Jay Big
are you
got
feeling
going?
off?
Probably because I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
Fair enough.
You'll get
Yeah,
to see
so-
Speed of Light opening for the Warning. Now, unless they've changed it, they never had an opening act listed, so whatever. If
Yeah,
they're
sometimes it's
terrible,
good, sometimes it's bad.
yeah, and if it's terrible, that just means I get to go walk around and check out the merch stand or whatever. All right. So,
Just don't damage my record.
that'll be done ahead of time, from my understanding. That's hours before the doors even open,
All right.
and then I can take it back out.
I did send you an email for your address because I know you gave it to me, but I cannot find where you sent it.
All right, I will get back to it. All right, let's get to it and make sure I grab the right one.
You can just tell me over now if
So
you
the
want. No one's listening.
Warning. What?
Just tell me now. I'll write it down. No one's listening.
No, I don't think so. Live at Pink Pop 25. Here we go.
Get ready, Darren.
Okay. Did everything sound all right to you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like the greatest sound, but it didn't sound incorrect. It just sounded like that's the way it got picked up.
Okay, because I had to use some emergency speakers here, and the sound on these sucks. So I just wanted to make sure everything was coming out all right.
Back all the old headphones on, Matt.
Yeah. Dave, 6 Feet Deep.
Well, as you know, I do like this song. I think they did it really well. I think Danny did well because obviously her guitar wasn't properly tuned when she got it. So,
It's that guy that doesn't know how to do the microphones, right?
you know, the biggest difference is a rock star from our generation would have chucked that guitar at the guitar tech. Let's be honest. It was weapon. But no, they did a great job again. I think it's really hot there as well. So apparently it does get hot in the Netherlands. So it was
Really?
quite sweaty. Yes.
Okay. Louie, 6
Well-
feet deep.
Well, it's got a really cool beginning. This live version is an improvement over the studio version, but it's still not one of the songs I think that definitely does not live up to the opening. A better attempt, but you know that opening is really cool. And then it just the melody and the verses and the singing just kind of dropped for me. It just that's my opinion. Listen, I'm going to go out and come back in because I'm having a little trouble here for myself. Okay,
Sounds good.
all right, bye for now.
Okay.
So
So,
something
yeah,
nasty, then drops out.
that's the way he is. Yeah, I like the song, but I question it as an opening song. It really doesn't bring excitement and a bang like I would have expected. But you know, it is what it is. They're trying different things out, I guess. That's off of Keep Me Fed, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, not bad. They look amazing. Allie looks, holy Christ. I mean, she looks better than I've ever seen her, and I think it's the hairdo. She doesn't have that framed around her face so much.
I think with Ali, like, I think you noticed her less. Obviously, she was a lot younger, so probably best for people of our age not to notice as much.
Yeah,
the
but
last couple of years,
since she
she's-
cut her hair, she kind of didn't do much for me. But now it's wow, she looks much better.
Her presence is just, and I think I've heard a lot of people say that she's just such an attractive girl.
Yeah, no doubt about it. What do you got? Can't you put that up on the screen, Dave?
What's that?
Oh, never mind. That's the video.
There.
Never mind. Okay.
I do have something to pop up later, but
All right.
and it's
Yeah,
not my
mate.
usual Kiss stuff. It's not my usual Kiss stuff either.
Okay. Good.
I'll keep it friendly here.
Brave Retreat says he saw somewhere that Lizzie's Explorer was hurting Danny's back, but I've never seen any confirmation. I could definitely see that. Gibson is great about a lot of things, but weight is not one of them. Les Paul, the strap would dig into my shoulder so bad that it would just be almost unbearable after a while.
I think she does have back issues too, doesn't she? So
Yeah. All right. So, are we going to announce the next song, or are we just going to roll?
just roll.
All right, because I don't know what's coming.
I do if I look, but I haven't
No.
looked.
There
It's
we go.
probably something you love.
We'll see.
I was wrong.
Don't tell me. And that was Dave doing the whispering, just to turn the knife a little bit. It's nice to see all the ball busters on the comments, taking great pleasure in throwing me under the bus during this song. I appreciate it. Louie, sick.
Well, for the KMF album, it's a highlight. If it was on another album, it'd be a filler. They did an okay job here, and that's all I can say. Oh, I want to tell my Spanish-speaking audience, I put up another Spanish monster movie with English subtitles, but I got to click on a CC. It's called El Castillo de los Monstruos, which means the Castle of Monsters. And it's a pretty cool, fun movie. Made in 58, I think it was, 1958.
Are you flaming, Rob?
No, I'm good.
What does that mean over there? It means something different here, does it?
I think it means they're ribbing me, giving me crap, shit, whatever. Maybe.
When you're flaming here, it's something to do with being homosexual. So.
Yes, and that's not me. Thank you.
Yes,
186 currently watching. That's a record. That's a record.
Ooh, hello, people.
All right, Dave, Sick.
I love Sick, and you know I love Sick, and I do like the video too, Lou. I think it's very well done. I know you dislike it, Rob, and I know you've said that you dislike it because you hate the way they say sick, but surely not all the song is bad. You can just hate the chorus. We do that with Kiss songs all the time.
No, and I even said on my reaction video, and everybody chose to ignore it. I really like the pre-chorus with that "give me silence" or whatever, but everybody chose to ignore that and just focused on how I hate the sick. But it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I mean, you know, like I said,
could be worse. It could be Ace Frehley. You know,
we've been Kiss fans for 50 years, all of us, about right. And there's plenty of their songs we don't like.
Yeah, like I said,
and we could go to one of their concerts, and there'll be quite a few songs that we don't like when they play them.
Absolutely. Flaming equals getting crapped on. That's kind of what I thought. Thank you, Fonz. Hey, what's up, man? Yes, and like Louis was saying, it could have been a lot worse. This could have been Ace Frehley. So I agree.
Ace Frehley. I'm not here to pick on Ace.
Okay. Don't you dare backpedal, Rob. I'm not backpedaling. I do not like the song, but there are certain parts that I enjoy.
But it was great. We saw Maroon 5.
Watch this.
That was our first concert. It was a great concert. I think I was like 12 or 11. 10 or 9. It was fantastic. Adam Levine was great. The band was great. After that, it was in Monterrey, our hometown. And it was really fun. And the second one was Kiss.
Get it on.
We saw Kiss. We got her face painted in the concert. It was great. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Kind of embarrassed about this, but it was great. We saw Maroon 5. That was our first concert. It was a great concert. I think I was like 12 or 11. 10 or 9. It was fantastic. Adam Levine was great. The band was great. After that, it was in Monterrey, our hometown. And it was really fun. And the second one was Kiss. We saw Kiss. We got her face painted in the concert. It was great. Yeah.
See, the girls love Kiss.
Jay Bake, you son of a bitch. All right. Rob can't get it up. Not the first time that has been said, I bet. Thank you. Okay.
I've never heard before.
I thought the flaming was over. Apparently, Jay Bake didn't get the menu.
Sometimes it's hard to put the fire out, Rob.
Yeah.
Are you and Louis smoking the same thing or what?
Say what?
You both had these long brown cigarettes in your
hand. Mine's a clove. I don't know what Louis got going on.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne's?
Yeah.
All right. Flaming will never be over. Thank you, Eddie. All right. Are we ready to get back to it? Let's see here. And no, I don't have too many tabs open. Across the bottom of StreamYard is a tab for every viewer or every panel member, plus the Warning live show I had. Dave added another one, so it just didn't switch over like I thought it would. I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Here we go. Oh, wrong one. And just like that, we have 231 currently watching. That is incredible. Dave, are you satisfied?
Definitely satisfied. How could I not be satisfied? Great song. Danny's vocals. It's just on point again. And showing she can play guitar. Some people like to say she can't. Ale looking like Ale. Just great. And it's good to see young people in that audience too, because let's be honest, they're the ones that got to carry the flag for this music. So
Till next week when the next band comes out. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I just know that Gen Z's got a very, very gnat-like attention span when it comes to music. But Fonzarelli, hell yes, I'm satisfied. This is the song off of Keep Me Fed that is the most likely to creep up there with my top 3. It gets better every time I hear it. The bass was just epic on this recording. Again, I got to get myself some better speakers, but I thought it sounded amazing. Louis.
Well, Satisfied is much better than Rob's top 3 off this album.
Shut up.
From those songs are, I don't know. I'm just still mystified, Anyway, but they did a good job, and it is one of my choice songs off of that album. And like I said, they did a good job. I could hear Danny's guitar, everything going. It's, so far pretty okay. And Rob, I hate to say this, but I think you're seeing it pretty much by the time you get to the concert, you'll say, I saw this show already.
Yeah, I get it. I don't care. It's still seeing the warning, right? It's going to be it's going to be good just for that. So, and they don't trust me. Other than a couple of songs, there's nothing I hate. So, it is what it is, man.
Yes.
And you'll be able to see them in the flesh. So,
yeah, that's going to be the coolest thing. All right, are we ready to get to the next track?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are you standing in front of Danny or Ale?
If I get my way, I'm going to be in front of Danny.
Okay. But you will be looking over.
Well, yeah, that's the bitches standing up front, right? That was regardless of it being beautiful girls or just cool dudes, right? You can't see the whole show really at once, but in a small venue like that, you can't pass up the chance to get up front without being crushed to death. So, yeah.
Does Mr. J Bake get you right to the front, does he? Or you can't determine that?
I will let him answer that. I think he's going to try to get us in early enough to get up as close as we can. So,
you don't have assigned seats?
I believe the floor is standing. If we can get through the first 6 or 7 songs on the set list, okay, yeah.
Are you going in the mosh pit?
No, I don't mosh. I would break a hip, 2 knees, and probably dislocate my back.
I was hoping when they opened the pit for sharks, you'd be in there.
All standing, Jay Bake says.
Hey, can you bring up that comment about somebody mentioned Queen of the Murder Scene? You ran it too quick.
That's because these comments are coming in so fast. This one here?
No.
Okay.
He said something about the interviewing mentioned Queen of the Murder Scene. That's what he says on the comment.
How long did I put it up?
You put up like 2 seconds. Nah.
Oh, okay. I see it. It's
Where
from
is it?
Raider Fan. From Raider Fan, 11:03 a.m.
Oh, what does it say?
Well, that's old. Oh, this one? Oops, where was it? There it is.
I'm surprised when the interviewee told the ladies that Queen was their fan favorite on the album. Mine is there for sure. Okay. So that's cool that they got it. They got that album mentioned to them.
So that interviewer that did that is just a girl that's on a small podcast as well that got to speak to Danny and Ale. So you never know, Rob.
What now? I was reading comments. I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
I said the girl that spoke to Power and LA is just a girl from a small podcast channel.
Yeah, but I don't seek people out to do interviews. If they offer, then that's fine. I'm not big enough to do that. I just, if you want to do it, Dave, you certainly can.
You imagine the views we get if we had them on live.
Yeah. I also look at we're under 2,000 subscribers, so
At the moment.
All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. One of these days, I'm going to hit the right button when I need to hit the right button. There it is.
much, everybody. This next song is called Choke. I won't say goodbye, and the end won't matter at all. I'm sure I won't survive the fall.
Whoa. That's not a technical difficulty. I just want everybody to gather themselves and get ready for the greatest Warning song that you will ever hear. Right, Louis?
No,
All right. Here it
not
comes.
the greatest.
Okay, fantastic. I am a little annoyed at my speaker situation here. I'm going to have to remedy that ASAP. Louis, Choke, the biggest banger the Warnings ever recorded. What are you thinking?
Hey, it's a tremendous song. It's got everything it's supposed to have. It comes from the Era album. Everybody loves that album. It's a great album. I still prefer Queen of the Murder Scene more because I think it's got more good tracks on it. But when you've got so many great Warning songs, I can't make up my mind what's really their best. But Choke is a damn good song, and I'll just leave it at that.
Hell yeah, brother. Dave.
Choke is looking at tremendous in the rear vision mirror, mate. It's that far in front. Yeah, this would be my number one song these days. Danny just belts that thing so well. Like, you know, when you hear people sing live, you don't expect them to be able to match what they do in the studio. But boy, does she match it, like, note for note. It's just perfect. Like, can't say any more than that. I can say we hit 250 there for a second.
Yeah, it was up to 253 a second ago. Yeah, it is amazing, and I keep waiting live performance after live performance to see her at least struggle, because it keeps going back to my reaction channel, and somebody in the comments back then said something to the effect that Pau tried to talk her out of singing it that way for fear of it doing too much to her voice or whatever, but it hasn't to this point. She nails it every single time. So much power and looks almost effortless as she's doing it. I can't get enough of that song. There's never been a time where I'm like, I'm not in the mood. That is just amazing, and no exception here.
When I've seen the vocal analysis people do things on that one, they all say the same thing about how effortlessly she sings that note. Like, it's just,
yeah,
she's not straining. You can tell she's not straining at all. Well within her range.
Absolutely amazing. Okay, back to it. And God, I'm gonna have to start labeling these tabs. Here we go.
Gracias, everybody. We're a band of three sisters from Monterrey, Mexico. So we have a question for you. Are you guys up for a little bit of Spanish? Un poquito de español. This next song is called ¿Qué más quieres? El hambre que está consumiendo tu interior, sin esfuerzo puedo yo saciar. La sed que te da solo me hace recordar con qué poco yo te puedo dar. Sin fallar, lo que tú puedas necesitar, aquí va a estar.
Okay, so much to cover here. Who said that now? Eduardo. Rob is starting to like Q plus Q. Is that what that song's short for or something? Or is that
Yeah.
referring? Okay, yes, he is absolutely right. For the first time in my life, I actually found that extremely enjoyable. Did everybody see the guy who was like 98 years old jamming and singing in the front row of that?
I
That
saw
was
some old people there. Yeah,
that was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is awesome.
seemed like there's an old lady next to him too.
Yeah. Oh, that's what music does, man. It just brings energy to the otherwise non-existent energy level people. Louis, your
You know,
thoughts?
I'm glad that you're coming around to liking this song, but I made a terrible mistake earlier this week. I watched the official video of that song because I've
Oh,
never seen it
the
before.
video is cringe.
And now that video was running in my head, not exactly every step of the way, but parts of that video were going through my mind, and I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it affect me. But it was hard not to let it affect me. But the song is still good, and I still like it. And they did a nice job with it.
Yeah, that I think I let it affect me because that was what I reacted to in the first place was that video. And it was so Kringle to me that I think it tainted my, how I thought the song came across. But I found myself kind of jamming through here on this one. It was amazing. Clay Atkins, yes, I saw the old guy. That was me. Dave.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think when we did our initial reaction to the album, this wasn't very high up, but it has grown on me over time.
I meant, oh,
I don't mind the video clip that much. It's fun.
The video is great. Rob is the cringe. Thank you, Phil.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Don't forget,
that.
I think Powell directed that video too. So
I just want to say one thing. When we did the reaction to the album that comes from, I put it at number one.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. I put that song at number one.
Cool.
yeah, I don't think it'd ever be number one on that album because there's 3 epic songs on that album that would never get taken off.
What you
And
guys
you know what they are, Louis? Automatic Sun, How You Call a Dream.
Yeah,
More.
Hell You Call a Dream, Mark Son, and more.
Okay. Let me speak to 268 people right now. I get copious amounts of flame for my takes on Apologize and Sick, yet you all give Louis a huge pass on his all-out hatred of Automatic Sun and his disdain for Hell You Call a Dream and more. How could you? Let's do some equal bashing. Give it to Louis.
Don't give it to Louis if you don't mean it.
Bend him over.
275 people. This is insane. All right. You know what would be cool is if all 275 of you went to that Minnesota show.
Well, I'll go if you pay for my airfares.
Yeah, you lost me at pay.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Go
Boo,
fund me.
Lewis. Boo.
Should I set up a GoFundMe page?
All right, let's get back to it. It's going to be interesting to see what's next. I hadn't even perused the set list when you sent it over. I just immediately downloaded it, so I have no idea.
I haven't brought it up, so I'm ignoring it, so I don't know what's coming.
Don't worry, Rob. Lewis Flame will arrive at the end of the set. All right. Okay, here we go.
That's when all the good songs come up.
God dang it. I cannot get the hang of this.
I'm glad I wasn't picking my nose then.
Okay, we broke the 300 mark. This is absolutely insane. You all rule. Louis is the mascot of the show, says the Fonz. Louis, escapism.
Well, first of all, 303. Take that, Joe Rogan. Now, another better song from the Keep Me Fed album that's better than the top 3 picks of those guys up there. All right? You can't deny it. That song is killer. And Danny's eerie, spooky guitar, how she got that sound live on stage, by the way she just glided those strings, it just like was blowing my mind. So this one was really enjoyable for me, and I'm looking forward to more good stuff.
Well, I can answer how she got that eerie sound in the guitar. There's a cable that runs to something called an amplifier, and it makes the sound amplify. And
that ain't the answer. No, to get that kind of sound, that's a talent. That's
all right.
That's not just electronic.
All right, Dave.
Right. So I found my list. Yeah, I found my list when we did this album. So this was number 3 on my list when we did the album. And I can see why. It's really well done. I love that extended outro there. Brilliant. I think Keep Me Fed is so much better than you guys give it credit for.
Yeah, Louis.
Oh, I meant him. I didn't mean you.
Yeah.
That's why he's at the bottom.
What I'm seeing here is, go ahead, Lou.
When I mentioned that the song is good from that album, it's one of the good ones.
Go Texas. Yes, sir, Steve. Go Texas. Good to have you.
I got a Texas question before we continue.
Okay.
You guys know those Bubba Burgers? You ever see them in your stores? You ever buy the Bubba Burgers? Well, they got this thing called Bubba Burgers, and they got a weird shape to them, and they almost like they're shaped in the shape of the state of Texas. But Google AI says Bubba Burgers denies this, and it's just supposed to be a hand form. But if you look at the thing, it looks like an attempt to look like the shape of Texas. And I want to know anybody out there that eats Bubba Burgers has the same feeling.
If it's Angus from Texas, that's how the beef comes out. The cows
are like Texas.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Yes, escapism, a sleeper for me. And I see everybody mentioning the extended, yada, yada, yada. Nobody's mentioning that tribal howl from Pow throughout the song in certain parts that makes this song just epic. I could put that, just her voice on those chants on a loop all day. Another incredibly gifted vocalist. It is so cool that this band has 3 singers. Coming from a fan of a band who had multiple singers, there's nothing better than that. You always get something fresh. Much like the Angus beef in the shape of Texas, always fresh.
Had 3 singers and Ace Frehley.
Well, yeah. All right. There we go. The Fonz, yes. Pow's screaming vocals. Absolutely fantastic.
And her tom work.
Okay. What?
Her tom work. I love the way she works the toms.
Oh, yeah. She's just amazing. Sharks Consume, Sick, and Automatic Sun are the only songs from Keep Me Fed that sound better in the official audio. I guess I haven't heard enough live of any of them to notice the difference yet, but we will see. Today is officially 1 year of Keep Me Fed. So back to it.
I did notice that Pow did say in that interview she did that they're heading back to the studio soon.
All right. Okay. You hear that, Ace Frehley? Studio, tour, studio. It's not uncommon. It's part of the gig, man. Here we go.
I only ache in the wake of a broken arm, for there is no thrill in the crime. I have lost the pleasure. Skin on skin means nothing if there is no blood to bleed. Simply quenching hunger doesn't kill the need. Hands always move on their own. Self-inflicted torture, feel, imitate 'cause you won't apologize. Bring the message to me, and up to the blame at the end of the day. So easy to say it's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. Apologize. Mist on my skin, just a check that my heart's still beating. Head in my hands, only I hear the quiet screaming, taking turns to crying in my darkness, fake the light. The bitterness of time hunting through the night. And I don't mean to make you nervous. I've been sad but not depressed. Lately I've been feeling something when I'm high up on my nest. A smiling eyes scream running a name that's not my own. It's only in the moments when you truly feel alone. Apologize. Apologize. Bring the message to me, own up to the blame at the end of the day. So easy to say it's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. A name on a screen means nothing to me. You're not a machine. Your hands are clean. It's not your fault now. It's not your fault now. Apologize.
Okay. Yes, Rain Metal is on to me. Rob is reading the comments, not listening to the song. I have vowed to take the high road. I will just say what makes this song terrible for me, to answer Jay Bake's question of my struggle with the whisper or the scream. It's the scream, because it reminds me of that real heavy death metal-ish type stuff. The chorus in between all that is doable. It's just that apologize. Louis, apologize.
I don't have to apologize for apologize. It's one of the songs I like. I think they did a very good job here. What can I say? It's got a nice, the verse melody is very good. So it's one of my songs that is not in Rob's top 3. So, ha ha ha. I like it better than Rob's top 3 off that album. Ha ha.
Louis, I hate to be the bearer of bad ha-has here, but I would think out of 304 people, if we took a poll between your top 3 and my top 3 would win.
I don't care if it's 1 million people. I'm sticking to my guns.
All right. Apparently, that burger of Texas is not good, from what I've been reading. What a burger! What a burger is a burger of Texas?
Yeah, that's a franchise.
Okay, Dave, are you going to apologize for liking Apologize?
Well, actually, it was number 9 on my list when we did it, so I didn't like it as much as Louis did. And I was married to a ballbuster, so she used to scream that at me all the time. So I'm very familiar with someone screaming apologize, trust me.
Wait a minute. Did I kill it too soon? I got 2 people telling me the song isn't over.
Well, let's go back to it.
All right, here we go. Yep. I apologize. I was hoping apologize was over.
It's not your fault now.
It's not your fault now, Rob.
It's not your fault now. Thank you
Is it
very
over?
much, Pink Pop.
It was very nice, Rob, that Danny told you that it's not your fault. So,
Oh,
folks, you heard it from Danny's mouth. It wasn't Rob's fault.
that's right. All right, you were talking about apologize, Dave.
Yeah, I was just saying I was married to a ball buster, so I
Gotcha.
actually prefer it when she goes, apologize. Because that's how I used to have to speak around her.
We got too much love for Louie around here.
Yep. Louis knows things.
Rob, we know the real issue you have is that it's hard to listen to Pau screaming at you to apologize about whatever you must have said to her. Oh, boy. Honestly, like I said, it's not that bad of a song. It's just that part. It just doesn't work for me, but it is what it is.
And Rob likes to
Whatever
break
Rob
rules.
will say to her next month. I probably won't bring up apologize. Probably wouldn't be smart. I'm telling you, the temper I can imagine this little girl has, woman, good Lord. You better watch it from the beginning, Rob. I think that was your plan to start with. Apologize, Rob. Okay, we could be doing, no, it's not Rob's fault. There we go. And I did have plenty of other people on here saying cringe, and so it's not just me. There's plenty of hate to be thrown out by you commenters to other people besides me. Okay, Brian Steele. Yes, you are late and you are here. Good enough.
Hello, Brian.
Let's roll the next clip. Okay. Now, some comments that disturbed me just a little bit. Funny how Rob loves Choke and More, two of the more commercial songs they have made. And what's wrong with that? The last I checked, Living on a Prayer, Welcome to the Jungle, you name it, is overly produced for commercial purposes. That is to be a single, that is to be perfection. And I don't mind effects. I don't like effects on voices, other than a chorus or a delay. I don't like the fuzzy effect that's put on voices. If you can't get past whatever backtrack is on More, and personally, I'm one who's been on record forever, I don't care if people use backtracks. Really don't care. As long as they are still adding their actual voice and music along with it, couldn't care less. Whatever fills it out and gives me a more enjoyable live listening, experience when I pay all that money, go through parking, go through the crowds. I don't want to hear lackluster sound. So I have no problems with that. But if you can't hear the emotion and power in More, I really can't help you. So hopefully the people who were complaining about the background still like this song, because it's an amazing song. This was my introduction. I hadn't even heard the band name The Warning, and this was the song that I picked to do a reaction to, and I was hooked immediately. And if you understand how hard that is to hook somebody as picky as me on first listen, it is extremely difficult. And they did it with this song. So I love it. Great performance, great song. Backtracks be damned. I could care less. Dave.
Same with you, Rob. Like you said, as long as the backing tracks are just adding something, they're not pretending to play that. It's not like someone's pretending they're playing that part. We all know it's a backtrack. They make no secret of it, but they play everything else. So, yeah. And commercial, we didn't have commercial songs. No one makes money. No one makes a living out of it. No one bothers doing it. So I'm not sure what the problem is. We all love commercial songs. That's why we listen to the radio, isn't it? And watch MTV and whatever. So, great song, and it does what it says it does. It leaves me wanting more. Fantastic song. It was one of the first ones I heard. Obviously, Money was the first one I heard that Rob got me hooked on. So, yeah, can't say any more than that.
All right, Louie, your favorite song off of Keep Me Fed is More.
This is one of those songs, or I'm one of those people that Rob can't do nothing for. I don't care about the background sound effects or not. I am not crazy about this song. I think that their arsenal has so much better stuff. This song is kind of, lackluster. The emotion is what it is. I'll just have to roll with that. But to tell you the truth, the only thing I want more is to hear more good songs after this. Thank you. Bye.
Wow. Just when I thought my little mini rant was going to bring me hate, Louie took the heat right off of me. All right. Let's go right back to it then.
Louie.
It's a cruel thing that we
Dave, cash
The
or
song
money?
I prefer cash.
All right.
Pay me in cash. This is the song, of course, that got me hooked on the warning that Rob put up against Pink Floyd's Money.
And Dave
As I
chose
said-
against it.
I chose money. I chose money over Pink Floyd's Money. Remember?
No, you chose Pink Floyd's Money over this money.
No. I'll go back to my list. I chose this one, and I told you, go back and watch the video. I was shocked because I said going into it, never heard the warning. I thought easily that Pink Floyd would win, being one of my favourite bands from the 70s, but it didn't.
Okay.
I didn't pick it in the end as the overall winner. I can't remember what won that one, but if we went back now, I probably would.
Gotcha.
You can tell Louis doesn't like it.
Yeah. Louis just doesn't appreciate heavy bangers. Louis, money, cash or money for you?
Money,
Okay.
because you can't send cash over the internet when you want to buy things. You got to mail that. So money is great. You go to the food store, whip out your card, pay for your food, pay for stuff, So money access with your ATM card is a much better deal for yourself in general, life in general.
But you can haggle better with cash.
There's no haggling in America. The price is that.
Try paying a hooker with a card, mate.
Where are you going to swipe it, Louis? Which crack?
I don't need to see that stuff.
All right.
Anyway, the song, okay? For some reason, I don't know if it's the audio. No, the audio is good quality, but they're not playing it with the same energy I've heard them play it live before. So I got to say that.
Okay. I get what you're saying, and I thought that early on too, especially with Powell kind of just being really still. But from what all these commenters are saying, it was hot as balls out there. So maybe that was part of the.
All right, we'll take that into consideration.
Yeah.
But overall, it's still a good song. It's in worst Italian English ever, which if you know Italians, it was more better than more. Okay.
We have got a massive debate going on here with over 300 people over songwriting, and I haven't kept. It's so hard to pay attention to songs and keep the comments flowing, but apparently there's a big discussion on who writes what, and I don't know. I guess I don't know the inner workings like that. Lewis, crack for cash. All right, thank you, Scotty Miller.
I've heard Danny say that Powell is usually the one that comes up with the starting idea.
Okay.
And
Well,
they all work on it from there.
whoever does it, it's working. So whatever. Obviously, that's an ugly, ugly thing that usually rears its head with most bands that hopefully won't. Here is the whole who's more valuable, who's responsible type argument. Hopefully, they can just beat each other up as sisters behind the scenes and not let that be an issue professionally. Here we go.
You want people to love you. It's encoded in your creed. I will give you the power, but I need you to see control. Human nature in question, caught and broken in silence. It's never the intention, just progress. You didn't read the side effects, and now you want us to connect. It's never truly wrong to wanna grow. What do you want to know? I'm the ever inside. At the end of the game, all the time, everybody must stay. It's the freedom of choice that kills the mind, and it hurts you to just think of it. Did you free me? But you don't. I'm the ever you hide. did you read the side effects? And are you want us to connect? It's never truly wrong to wanna grow. What do you want to know? I'm the ever insane. At the end of the game, all the time, everybody must die. It's the freedom of choice that kills the mind. And it hurts you to just think of it. You can free me, but you don't. I'm the ever you hate. But you will always want me so. You want back to the nature, perfect program disaster. You're my maker, but you're not my master. I'm the ever insane. At the end of the game, all the time, everybody must die. It's the freedom of choice that kills the mind. And it hurts you to just think of it. You can free me, but you don't. I'm the ever you hate. But you will always want me so.
Absolutely incredible. That 011 is so haunting. Great epic chorus. Absolutely love this song. And I am going to go out on a limb here for myself. For myself. You ready? I haven't officially made a count, but I think I'm going to do that. I right now am willing to say Error is one of the top 10 greatest rock albums I have ever heard. I have no official list. I have an idea in my head while I was listening to that song of other albums on the list. This album is just amazing, top to bottom. Maybe not Kool-Aid Kids, right? That's on this album.
Yep.
But other than that, I just can't get enough of hearing songs off this album, whether it's studio or live. And this was another great performance. So, Louis, Error.
Error album, Error song, very, very good. I think what I like best about Error is like the first half doesn't do much for me, but once that jam hits and the close out and everything else, when it really picks up the tempo, is really, really good stuff. So that's my opinion on the song and the video we just watched.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, so I mean, there's 14 tracks on there. Intro 404, obviously the instrumental. You got Kool-Aid Kids, which I had as number 13 in mine. But the next 12 are all bangers. Like you look down that list: Z, Animosity, Amour, Materio, Error, Disciple, Revenant, 23,
Yeah.
Money, Breathe, Choke, Evolve.
It's
It's
amazing.
like it could be a greatest hits album.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have to go along with you, Rob. It would definitely be in my top 10 albums of all time.
Okay. Well, Louis, at least I know you like the album, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
you like Queen
I
of
like
Earth,
a
Queen
lot
better.
of stuff. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like Queen better.
Yeah,
but
and that's a
Error's
great
got-
album too.
Error's got a lot of good stuff going on with it. I mean, take the songs that, the 404 Error and the intro 404 and the Kool-Aid Kids or whatever, but it's still a damn good album. There's a lot to be, proud of yourself to be a fan, to present the album to someone else to listen to. So, that's all in good stuff. Sometimes, it's so hard for me to place like what would be a top 10 album, what would be in the top 10. It's just like I have a somewhat semi-eclectic opinion, not totally eclectic because, there's just some things I don't like. I just say this real quick. I was trying to figure out something from an Ace Frehley album that reminded me of a grunge song. and I had to seek to find out which song it was because I couldn't remember.
Walking on the Moon.
No. It's on the one we're gonna do coming up.
Okay.
You know, and it has there's a grunge little piece on there, and it's like, damn, I know this song. It has words and whatever. But anyway, the bottom line is, I was actually kind of enjoying. I was going through the songs quickly, but I was kind of enjoying them in a way because they remind me of a point in my life when my life was basically happy. My kids were small. My wife was nice to me. She would make me lunch. She would make me lunch for work. I had a relatively good life. My job was pretty cool. So it brought back a lot of good memories of my life that I did not mind going through parts of the grunge songs to get to the one I was looking for, which I will mention when we do the Ace Frehley Trouble Walking versus Paul Stanley Live to Win album.
Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to take a 2-minute break, all right?
That's fine. That's fine. On Louis' comment, I thought while we were doing the 10,000 volts comparison, I've always thought since the first time I heard it, that beginning guitar intro of Walking on the Moon sounds like a grunge song that I can never figure out what it is, whether it's, Pearl Jam or whoever. Just the guitar intro. But on the Warning, I'm seeing a lot of people agreeing and some maybe not. But understand when I say top 10 album, that's for me. Music is probably one of the most subjective things that you can actually, talk about. There are, if you go to Rolling Stone or any of these, legendary websites, esteemed websites, I'm going to disagree with 99% of what they put as top songs, top albums. Then you can argue, well, is it based on album sales? Is it based on impact and what? It doesn't matter. To me, the Error album is that good. I'm not going to come out and say it's better than something, the Beatles' White Album or something, but for me it is.
Oh, it is.
For me it is. Yeah, for me it is. And that's what I mean by subjective. I mean, people are going to say, well, look at all the albums. Look how many people influence. Okay, that's great. But at the end of the day, I judge by what I would hear day in and day out and never get tired of or would put me in a good mood or whatever. And Error has made such an impact for 2 years now on. I thought The Warning was going to be these are three really, really gorgeous chicks. And this is a cool song with more. And I thought that was going to be the end of the substance behind it. Mostly I'm just looking at really hot chicks who had a good song. I couldn't have been more wrong. And I cannot tell you how great it feels to be wrong about when I saw these girls performing, like there was no longer male-female comparison. They move, act, have stage charisma, presence, play, talent, just like all the guys. And it's banger after banger after banger. This went from what I thought would be a flash in the pan, I like one song, to one of my favorite bands of all time. And that is not to be said lightly because I have a tremendous amount of musical bands that I have followed for 40 years. So this is incredible to me. And with that, did you guys both give your takes on what?
Just showing my clean hands to.
Got you.
Listen, I just want to say a Beatles thing real quick.
Yeah.
There's a lot of videos where people take the White Album and they give their opinion as to if it was on one album instead of being a double album, what songs would be on it. I don't want to get into too much detail, but I created one that I put up on my channel. Like, what if this was the Beatles' White Album? And it's just the rockers, man. It's like you would think this band is just a good, strong, hard rock band, and you should check it out. All right? That's all.
Which band? Which one is it?
The Beatles' White Album.
See, I don't think I've ever listened to the whole thing. I'm going to have to do that.
Yeah, to me, there's a lot of stuff, and it just does not fit my preference of music. It's all good songs, but good songs does not always translate to enjoyable songs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
And I apologize to the commenters out there in my little rant. I lose track of the comments. Damn, who I'd rather listen to Milli Vanilli than any grunge album. I concur. It may not have been Milli and or Vanilli singing, but whoever was very talented, and those were some really catchy songs.
One in particular, "Girl, I'm Gonna Miss You."
Yeah. Raul wants me to set myself up for lamb blasting. He wants me to give my top 10 albums ever for the next live. That's just setting myself up to be ridiculed.
I was actually going to suggest at some stage we actually, on one of our normal ones,
maybe we'll do a
podcast. Top 10 albums.
Okay. So I apologize for all the comments I did not get up there. Rob, Error is up there with Revolver and Machine Head for me. See? And this is what I'm talking about. I've never heard anything from Machine Head and very little from Revolver. But that doesn't matter. That doesn't make Clay wrong. Those are bands that put out music that speaks to him. So it doesn't matter. I mean, we all, especially on other podcasts, we'll give shit to bands that we don't like personally just to get the goat mostly of, another one of the, panel members. But it is so subjective. It doesn't matter. And I don't go by sales. I don't go by what was most influential. I don't care about all that. To me, Error's up there. And then that's just the way it is.
Do live albums count for a top 10?
Sure, absolutely. If that is the album you reach to more than anything else that does more for you, absolutely.
Well, maybe a top 10 in a video would be a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. Because it'd be interesting to see what we all pick. Because I think there'll be lots of different takes on that.
Okay, so Machine Head is a Deep Purple album. Okay, I thought it was, because I know there's like Radiohead and all this other stuff, so I didn't know if that was a band or what. My apologies. But there you go, Deep Purple. Legendary band. Probably not given as much credit as they deserved based on who they were up against back in those days. But
yeah, I think Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin always got all the love. So
yeah. But like I said, it doesn't make him wrong. That's just the way it is. It's subjective. That's all I'm going to say on it, and we will move on because I'm sure people are saying,
How many songs left in the show, Dave?
Oh, you want me to look at the list now? Hang on.
Well, yeah, just to
what are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
you want this week, guys? We can finish the show in one night.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we can finish the whole show tonight. And I agree
One
with
song
Gideon.
that Rob doesn't like, but the other 4 he does.
That's all right. I agree with Gideon. Wish the girls would put out a live album. I think that'd be perfect. Of course, it looks like we'd have a handful of people complaining that they actually went in the studio to overdub parts. Got news for you. That's how all live albums are done. Just a warning now. No pun intended. If the Warning does a live album, it will never be 100% live. That's not the way it's done when you produce a mass album like that. It gets touched up. Just saying.
I wish they do more of that on some of those soundboards from Kiss.
Yeah, now that's going to be legit. There's no doctoring.
Some of them are horrible.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's get back to it.
Love that guitar.
Are you ready? One, two, three, go!
The Shark's out.
Better swim a little faster now. Better be cool. Better bring because they're watching over you.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that little girl in the audience will end up being arrested of murder at one point in time. Okay, whoops, wrong one.
I was going to say, if Louis lifts the lid on that toilet, there's something lurking in there, but it ain't no shark.
Louis, you're on mute. You're on mute, Louis. Louis.
There's nothing floating in the water. There's nothing in the water.
Maybe that's how you should. There's
Because
nothing floating
when
in the
I do
water.
these, there's nothing in the water because when Louis does this video, he don't poop.
Jesus Christ. Daniello, nice kiss poster on your wall. How long until there's one for the warning? We'll see if they have one at the merch stand.
They do.
Okay, well, we'll see. Louis.
Now, well, this seems to be a favorite with some people, so I'm not going to be too mean to it, but it's just not one of my preferred songs. But what I noticed was two things. Number one, when that girl in the crowd was singing, I thought you could pause and say, it's amazing. That girl in the audience sounds exactly like Bow when she sings. And the other thing I want to say, Ali's stance with the bass in some parts reminded me of something that you guys probably don't even know about. It's a band called the Snowmen. They have a few videos on YouTube, and one of his songs called Rock and Roll Communication, and the bass player is doing the same hip swing with his bass. So I'm just saying, it's just a similar coincidence that they look the same with the way they're doing the bass playing. And I think that's all I got for this song.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, I had it at number 10 on my list originally. I think it's one of the songs I definitely prefer the chorus to the verses. It sounds better live, but it's still not one of my favorites. So,
yeah, I agree. It definitely sounds better live, as most things they do. They just are one of those rare bands where you're not really going to find an embarrassing live performance. The song still doesn't do much for me. I mean, it's not terrible. I wouldn't have to skip it, but it's just not one I'd go to on purpose either. But
it's better than Constantly Cute.
Oh, God. Yeah, that don't take much. Okay.
Sorry, Louis.
I don't even remember where I placed that song or how I liked it.
All right.
You know.
The biggest fault was Ace put it on his album.
Yes. 3 Days Grace ripped off the Warning Sharks. Really? To what end?
Are they an older band?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I mean, did they rip off a riff or what?
Or is it the other way around?
Jay Bake, the drum machine in Sharks annoys me. See, I didn't even notice that. That's really weird that somebody the caliber of Powell would have to have a drum machine.
Oh, it's just because of the effect on it. That's all I think.
Oh, I got you. Hope Rob doesn't forget to bring his shark plushie to Minneapolis. Yeah, I'll get
Yeah. Go on, do it, Rob. I'd like to see a picture of that.
Constantly Kringle from Matt Dubai. That's hilarious. It looks like we've started something here. And I wish I remember who was the originator of the accidental Kringle typo.
I think Matt's last name is supposed to be W, not Dubai.
Like WWW?
Yeah, like the letter.
WWE?
Yeah.
I don't know.
that's-
Correct me, Matt. Who's right? Who's wrong? How should I
if
be
I'm
saying it?
wrong, tell me. Louis wrong if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I probably am. I'm not the most intelligent person in the world or in the state.
Is that why you got Scotty on there?
Yes, I got Scott to make me look smart.
Sorry, Scott, if you're watching.
Okay, yeah, he says, yes, Lewis, W like W. Okay, my mistake. My mistake.
You're always right, Louis. You're always right.
Don't tell him that. It was me that came up with Kringle. So, Eric N., I am going to copyright Kringle, put out shirts and everything else, and you will get 50% of the proceeds. Eric N. Goes down in Toons Brothers HOF for coming up with one of the coolest typos ever. Thank you for that. And
Do a
let's
song called Kringle.
Yeah, Chris Kringle, Eric Kringle. All right, here we go.
Something is your enemy today. Have you heard the news that the world is ending? It's starting again, but all the non-believers they keep on pretending. Something is your enemy today. You'll have to look away from the face of your vices and praise them instead. And welcome yourself into the new modern crisis.
Okay. It seems there's a debate on the OOOOs, and the warning a lot. And I like it. One of the things that really hooked me on The Offspring was the similar use of that. And the obvious knock is, oh, they couldn't think of any words. No, sometimes words don't matter. It's all about the sing along, right? And what better way to do that than just doing the oh? I mean, it's been used in every genre of music since the beginning of time, and I think The Warning does it, unmatched. Amazing song, absolutely love Disciple. Louis.
Well, people are typing out that this song had an important message. Yes, it's to use sunblock. The sun is your enemy today. Okay? This is one of the top songs from Air for sure. And so far on this night, it's my favorite song we've heard so far. I had to turn up my volume so I could enjoy it even more. I keep my volume at a mid-range so we can talk to each other and they're not screaming in my ears and stuff like that. But I just had to crank this one up. So, like I said, tremendous song off the Air album, one of the best. If there's top 3 or 4 I'll pick, there's definitely one of them. And that's all I can say. And I just want to see if the next few songs, we got 3 left now. I'll see if anything beats so far. Disciple is my favorite song of the night. Let's see what happens after that.
Before you go, Dave, I did notice at one point in time we were over 330 viewers. You guys are awesome. Obviously tuning in for the amazing warning, but putting up with us 3 knuckleheads in the process. Awesome. Dave, Disciple.
Hey, there's always a trade-off, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's another great song. It's pity Power's vocals are a bit low at times. I don't know whether that was just on the recording or whether it was at the venue. Be interesting if anyone's there could tell us. But it's a great song. The OOOs, let's be honest, when you write them because you're thinking of live.
Yeah.
Great way to get your fans engaged because you don't have to know the song words. Anyone can do an O. I mean, Freddie Mercury made a freaking living out of it.
Yeah.
To get that crowd interacted, and there's nothing wrong with it, please. No debate.
Yes, and Louis is leaving his Offspring now.
Look at my beautiful woman here that's probably going to make most of you think of doing something to yourself.
She's actually got a look on her face like she can see something we can't.
Yeah, maybe.
Louis is on fire tonight. He's always on fire.
Yeah, he ate a curry earlier, that's why.
Louis on point as always. Louis for president. My question is, how much are you paying these commenters, Louis, to sing your praises?
0, because they speak truth. Truth has no cost.
I don't know about that.
Okay. Phil McCracken, 3 times 40 ounces. Yeah, he's getting it going. All right, you guys rock. Thank you so much. Luthier, is that correct?
Luthier.
And to the point of the O's being written for live, and what better band to do it, right? You've got a Spanish audience and you've got an English audience for the most part, and I'm sure how many other languages are Warning fans. That's a universal, right? I mean, like you said, you don't need the words. It doesn't matter. It's just a feel-good tone. Everybody can sing along and feel like they're part of it. Louis had Taco Bell last night. Fire, fire, fire.
Oh, I'll tell you what happened. I went to Taco Bell, I think it was Thursday or Friday, because for a while they had the chicken nuggets, which is really good breast meat with a little bit of sriracha sauce or something. But anyway, I drove up to the drive-thru. I said, "You still got those chicken nuggets?" He goes, "Oh, that promo's over." I said, "Well, then I don't want anything." Hit the pedal and drove right out.
The chicken nuggets actually have chicken in them? I don't think they have much chicken in them at all.
The Taco Bell chicken nuggets have real chicken breast. They're really good.
That's what they tell you.
I ate it. I know. My mouth does not lie to me.
Meow.
Make a run for the bathroom. Dong. Okay. Here we go. Let's get. Oh, one thing real quick. I saw a little discussion. I don't think it was an argument of Pow or Danny having the louder voice in a talking session. Yes. In fact, as beautiful, talented, and entertaining as Pow is, I am on the record right now saying, if I was her age, I don't think I could date her because she's so high energy. I get tired just listening to her talk, but make no mistake, both gifted vocalists. Danny is on another fucking level with her power than Pow. It is what it is. There's a reason Danny stands out so much to me other than her amazing performance, charisma, front woman commanding a stage and a crowd. That voice is so effortlessly powerful. I love Pow's voice, but
I think Pow's voice works really well for those emotional songs because the emotion she can bring out.
yes.
But if you need raw rock energy, you're not going to beat Danny.
Yeah, Danny is just on another level, and not just versus Pow, versus pretty much most female singers out there right now. And I know there are ones who can sing higher, that operatic crap. I'm talking open your mouth and just effortless, raw power, head voice. It's amazing what Danny has. Absolutely incredible.
I don't want to take nothing away from Danny because she's always carrying the heavy load of the vocals. But I think when Pow hits the rock songs, she's doing an outstanding job too.
She is. Pow's absolutely awesome. It's just they were having a discussion on who's got the louder voice, and I'm thinking I can't see Pow matching Danny singing wise with power. But maybe I'm wrong. But I'm just going by what I hear and see, and when I hear what comes out of Danny's voice and I see zero effort on her face, that tells the story right there. If you don't got to strain, if you don't got to squint, if you don't got to do anything other than just open your mouth, that's amazing. And that's not very easy to accomplish. Head voice is one of the most difficult things to do. When I did my vocal training, to develop a head voice, you get dizzy, you get headaches. It's an incredible, incredible thing if you can master it, and Danny's got it in spades. All right. Here we go, back to her.
Muchas gracias, everybody. All right. Now, before we continue, we would like to properly introduce ourselves. Over on the bass, we have our little sister, Alejandra! And on the drums, we have our middle sister, Paulina! And I'm Danny, your guitar player. Thank you very much, Pink Club. We're a long way from home, all the way from Mexico. And seeing you all here tonight means the world to us. Thank you so, so much!
And it goes without saying, I hate to interrupt this, but there's a good rebuttal to what I'm saying. Pow is definitely the more emotional singer. The emotion pours out of her voice. I will grant you that. She can bring a tear to the eye of the coldest people on earth, like Louis.
Except for Louis, you mean?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
All right. Are you ready for more songs? I didn't hear you. Are you ready for more songs? I've been invaded by the need to stay inside this cage. Day after day, I'm hurting, but I choose to stay this way. Running out of things to say. Some Give me something to believe in the psychology, colliding every time. A chaos does me wild like an animal. It's gonna breathe in the psychology. Eyes are always open in the dark. I've been underwater right from the start. Rope is very thin, can't take it anymore. I'm on in the psychology, colliding every time. The chaos touch me wild like an animal. Just wanna breathe. Maybe I don't wanna be in the psychology. How you call a dream? Colliding every time. The chaos touch me wild like an animal. In the psychology.
Okay, little interactive poll to the 332 viewers out there. Who thinks High Cad is an absolutely amazing banger worthy of national exposure on the highest level? Because that is one of the top three that Dave and I have that Louis says is not even close to being a good song on this album. Louis, tell
This
you college.
version, I enjoyed this version. It wasn't mired with special effect sounds. Therefore, it was a straight rocker and more enjoyable. It's a difference from the album version. And so I give this a plus, but it still doesn't beat Disciple as my favorite song so far of the night.
No, and I get that. You just make it sound like when we like more Automatic Sun and High Cad that they're like the three worst songs on the album.
No, not the three worst, just not as good as my top three.
Okay.
But not as good as Escapism, whatever. I can't remember the names of the songs. But,
Okay.
you know.
Good enough. So you thought they did a good job on this one?
Yeah, because it was a straight rocker. If it was this way on the album, I would have agreed with you guys. But
Okay,
it's
Mike Coughlin agrees with you. He says live, yes. Studio, no.
I say both. Yes.
Yeah, I like it both ways. Dave, well, shit. I can't even take that back. I did not mean what I said. I like High Cad live and on the studio album. Fonz and J Bake, shut up before you even start. That was a complete Freudian slip. Dave, your thoughts on High Cad?
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I thought, whoa, he's gonna regret saying that real quick. I like both the studio version and the live version. That's the best way to say that one, Rob.
Yes.
Once again, Danny shines. You won't see kids headbanging like that at a Taylor Swift concert. Let's be honest. And like I said before, the fact that these young kids are getting into this band, I think is just awesome. Because we'll all be dead at some stage, and it's going to be these young kids that have to carry the flame. And hopefully, a lot more of them jump onto the rock scene instead of this crap that we've got at the moment.
I'm sorry. I got people all over the fact that I just said what I said.
Are you going to put that in a YouTube short, Rob?
Oh no, I know. I knew it before I completed the damn sentence that I messed up.
Jay Big said he's going to put up a short clip of that.
Beautiful, absolutely fabulous. All right, yes.
I think there was a song called "I Like It Both Ways," wasn't there?
Okay. All right. I can give it. I can take it. That sounded bad too. Jesus Christ. I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to go to the next song.
It's all coming out now. Rob's out of the closet. Does Shannon know?
You don't know how bad it gets. I seem the moment to forget. I'm not in danger. I'm not danger. Culture not the final wolf. It's not destruction, it's anger. I'm not in danger. I'm not danger now. Show me what it means to change. I'll show you what it means to change. Help me become something on the chest of that surrounding sky. Pain is the price to survive, to evolve. Okay, everybody with their hands up right now. All the way back there, I see you. Hands up. Keep them up, keep them up. Help me become something on the dark of that surrounding sky. Pain is the price to survive. Is it wrong or right to evolve?
Okay, and I know I knocked the screaming and apologize, but that scream is appropriate, tribal, just I'm going to kill everybody and everything. What an epic performance of an epic song. Dave.
Can't follow. This is, I think this was the first live one I saw of them. Because I saw the Money Film clip, but that was the studio version when they opened for Muse. I saw this one at the MTV and just thought, these girls are legit. Absolutely legit. It's a great song, great energy, and I wish I could concentrate more on the song than all the comments going on about your coming out, but it's taken the pressure off Louis' toilet, that's for sure.
Yes, I think I will be taking the pressure off of him for quite some time now. Louis, Evolve.
Evolve. my favorite song from Air. Nothing's changed that yet. Other songs lifted up enjoying more. It has moved up to the number one position so far this evening, putting Disciple in a very tight, close second. But anyway, Evolve, my new favorite song of the night.
And by the way, Rob,
God damn it, the Fonz is just vicious, isn't he?
we love you either way, Rob. It's all right.
Yeah.
We will support you.
God damn it. Dave, you need to say something stupid to take this off of me.
Sorry, nothing's coming out.
All right, how many we got left? One more, the closer? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I wonder if Backenhart will see that comment.
There we go. Earth is flat. Dave, you're next. All right. Here we go with the last song of the evening, and we're still at 318 strong. You guys are amazing. And here we go.
Here comes a banger. This will go up to your number one now, Louis.
Thank you very much, everybody! We had a great time with all of you. This is gonna be our last song of today and of our whole tour. After this we go home, so we thank you so much for being our last show of the tour! Once again, we are the Warning. Until next time, Ping Pong! I'm high on the freedom, but somehow you still got me trapped. Silence at midnight just feels like you nails out my back. Try not to think about it too much. The weight of everything since I'm on a horrible headache that you got me begging instead. When in your automatic soul, look what you're doing to me. Give me a psychosomatic love. Look what you're doing to me. And if you go to me, will you be my mirror if that's what I need? Oh, you're so out of reach, yeah. The way you hurt me's never enough. This addiction's hard to give up. If you want it all, then just take it. 'Cause you got me, you got me. But in your automatic soul, look what you're doing to me. Give me a psychosomatic love. Look what you're doing to me. All right, Ping Pong, this is our last song. Let me see you give it your all. Hey, 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 hey. That's it. Here we go. Try not to think about it too much. The weight of everything's just an unavoidable headache. The way you hurt me's never enough. This addiction's hard to give up. If you want it all, then just take it, take it, take it. But in your automatic soul, look what you're doing to me. Give me a psychosomatic love. Look what you're doing to me. Oh, look what you're doing to me. Yeah. Let's take a picture, everybody. Come on, hands up!
Okay, there we have it. Pink Pop 2025. Louis, your thoughts?
Well, not gonna lie. Don't like to lie unless it's a funny lie. But Automatic Sun is not one of my favorite songs. They played it better here, a little bit more flow to it. But I find the song to be lackluster and just not anything compared to their other efforts. So I'm not going to lie and say positive things about it. I just won't be so negative. I mean, coming right after you hear Evolve, to me, it's a letdown. That's all I got to say.
That's fine. Dave.
Let me just recover. I believe you just said, you know, Lou, that is an absolute fucking banger of a song. Like, I just don't get your hatred of that song. It's just, I love it.
I don't
loved
get
it. First time I heard it was just like fire.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it either, but to each their own. That's fine. And thank you. Rob came out during Pink Pop. Hilarious. Earth is on fire. I am never ever gonna live this down. God damn it.
I think he prefers brown pop though.
Yeah, God. They write themselves from here on out. That's awesome. You're welcome, Lewis. All bathroom humor should cease to exist now. All right.
Except for your George Michael bathroom humor.
Yeah. Funny stuff. Dave, Automatic Sun reaction, total show reaction.
Great show. I thought they did a really good job. I mean, you could see that it was quite sweaty and hot in there. But yeah, loved the show. I'm glad we picked it. I'm not sure what we'll do next week. I don't know whether we should do something different from live. So I'll have to think about that over the next couple of days. But it's a great show, great energy. And
I have an idea. I didn't think we were going to. Well,
you don't get one after saying Automatic Sun was no good.
Shut up. Because it is. It's just not as good as you guys think or whatever. It sounds kind of ordinary. You know, doesn't sound here nothing special about that song. But anyway, why don't we comprise our own list of, if The Warning were to do a live album, what our track list would be? Like maybe up to 15 songs.
Okay. What track list? For what?
For a potential live album.
For a live album?
Yeah, what would we like to hear?
Now, based on what we would personally prefer, what we think would be the best seller for the band.
I think they'll sell anything because they're at the point where it's a new.
No, I know. I'm just saying, are we supposed to look at it as what we would want to hear or what we think would be the best for the band?
Well, I think what I want to hear would be the best for the band.
Oh, of course you do, Lou.
So I think it should be what we like best. Like what's a good opening track, a follow-up, and all the way down the line to the closing track.
All right, if anybody needs an example of ego, tune into the Tunes Brothers and just listen to Lou. It's all about Lou and Godzilla 2. Thank you, Clay Adkins. Rob would have tracks 1 through 13 as choke. Now, Money would be in there. Come on now.
Just most of the Era album.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Live album, Error, start to finish. Well, replace Kool-Aid Kids with Hell You Call It Dream, and throw more in there too somewhere. Okay, so what are we doing? It's your guys' call. What are we doing next week? So all 300. Well, we just fell into 300. So all 297 know what's going on next week.
Well, we can do what Louis said, but I'll get some clips for us to watch as well.
I mean, we can do interviews, we can do after parties, all that stuff, whatever. They don't want to just hear us give our list. I mean, that's not going to be fun.
So we'll
So
throw some
look at it
things
this
in
way.
there.
I will, as soon as Dave puts together a basket of goodies for next Saturday, a mixed bag, if you will, I will put it up on the post on the channel, on Facebook, everywhere, so you all know what's coming. It will be fully loaded with the morning. Maybe not musically, maybe a lot of them talking, interviewing. Who knows what Dave will come up with. But we will also include each one of our 13 tracks, you said?
I said 15.
15?
You
Yeah.
said 13 because you were going to put error up.
All right, and you want these in order as they would be in the show for us too, right? Like
Open
Yeah,
end to
yeah,
closer.
yeah.
okay, so
yeah.
we will each give you our 15 track set list for what we would think would be our favorite warning show to see. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to ignore the comments.
Warning live album to listen to.
And
Yes.
please, everyone who joins and gets in the comments, please put your list in as well, so we can berate you for having the wrong one.
Okay, there are
Or at least we will anyway.
their longer sets are 22 songs.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what fits on a CD.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. They are going to release those in Pro Shot. Okay, cool. Love your guys live cast. You all rock. Thank you so much, George Old School.
Old
I
rock.
can't get to all this because you guys all pour in with your goodbyes. Thank you all for watching. Over 300, absolutely incredible. Next Saturday will be warning as usual, and just watch the community post section and Facebook for updates on what exactly it will be.
And stay tuned, everyone, because Rob will tell us when he found out he was bisexual.
Thank you. Until next time, thanks for watching.